So I'm gonna say, before I even get into the video, that this isn't a bash black women video. This isn't going to be a bash black women channel. There's still a lot of cool sisters out there that I come across. A good amount of them have bought Psycho Chick from me in person, online. So, shout out to all the cool, humble sisters out there that don't exhibit the type of behavior that I'm gonna talk about in this video. But the type of behavior I'm gonna talk about is definitely pervasive amongst a lot of black women. I'd say probably under the age of 40, but even nowadays over 40, as I kind of mentioned in the video. But this is just something over the past couple of years, I'd say primarily 2018, which I'm gonna get into in the video, that I and a lot of other brothers began to notice in black women. And unfortunately, to a certain extent, it's kind of made us wary of dealing with certain types of black women. These type of things don't go unnoticed. So I'm seeing an uptick of sisters, posting videos as of recent, talking about how they want black men, to come back and deal with them. So, I guess some women are noticing that brothers aren't getting at them, at the rate that they used to. And there's kind of a reason for that. But I mean, it can't be overturned. But I'm going to get into it and let you guys know the real deal of like why some black men are kind of starting to ignore black women, unfortunately. But like I say, it can be overturned, It's up to some of y'all to just change the behavior. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Deep Voice Author. Go ahead and check out my book, Psycho Chick, based off a crazy ass chick I was dealing with. Hey, if you only swipe left, maybe never would have ended up in this situation, but go ahead and check that out. Check out Edward's Reprisal, my first short story. That's on Amazon. It's a fire story about a black incel, something unique. I'm going to leave the links to both of those in the description. Also be on the lookout for Clever Voluptuous. Clever Voluptuous is about 4 times longer than Psycho Chick right here. It's got a whole bunch of social undertones, for people around my age and down. 2 males, 2 females, 2 from the hood, 2 from the suburbs. Just kind of shows their psyches and how they interact with each other, and just really get the readers to thinking about how our minds have been socially engineered. So, I can't wait to drop that one. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into the topic. Yup, one of black men's main gripes with the American black women. Around a couple of years ago, messing around on dating sites, like everybody else nowadays. I was on Tinder before they kicked me off for some reason. I don't even know why. Tend to be mad at people for no reason and shit. But, back in, I'd say, early 2018, 2017, there was like a lot of cool sisters that I talked to, converse with, and we become friends, and have fun, stuff like that. But I noticed kind of towards the end of 2018, when chicks like the City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion, female rap started getting more popular. I remember it because I was dealing with a younger chick at the time, and she was telling me that she wanted to go to a concert out here around like October, November 2018. It had like a bunch of female rappers. So that's around the time when Megan Thee Stallion's first song got put out. That first single, that Freak song. I can't remember it right now. No disrespect to her, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And, the radio just got pretty much proliferated, with a lot of female rap. And a lot of female rap, just like male rap is harmful in the fact that it kind of preaches violence, puts us against each other, talks about killing, and it's black men talking about killing other black men. I'm going to talk more about that and write more about that in the future. I got some of that in Clever Voluptuous. So I can say there's a whole bunch of social undertones in there. But female rap is kind of oriented towards, fuck men, basically, with nothing but walking ATM machines, this and that. So just like a lot of young black males kind of get influenced by gangster rap, thinking they got to be gangster, go out here and shoot somebody. Seems like a higher percentage of black women started espousing that type of ideology, as far as like looking at us as ATM machines and like only about what we can do for them, but like, hell, what are y'all gonna do for us? You know what I mean? I started noticing an uptick of black women I would match with kind of right away asking me like, what did I do for a living and stuff. And you know, they kind of want to gauge what you do for a living, especially if they have a degree, like a bachelor's degree. Don't let it be a master's degree or higher. You know, I talked about this. I had a site called The Observant Black Male. A few of y'all may remember me from that. You know, the site was fire. But Kevin Samuels also did a little video about this topic, to where black women who have, especially like a master's degree or higher, you know, they're only going to talk to somebody else who has a similar job title or, you know, more prestigious what they have. Like Steve Harvey said, you know, that video we all know, if a woman's making 100,000, should she really be looking for a man that makes 150,000? I'll make a separate video about why women want a man that makes more than them. I'll come out with that, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But as far as that goes, you know, with the black women, this kind of got relentless. And when you met up with them, some of the ones you did meet, you could just kind of sense the gold digger type vibe, whatever. And, you know, all that shit's a turn off. You know what I'm saying? Us real dudes out there, we're not going to really, any man that thinks with his top brain than his lower brain, you know what I'm saying, isn't going to really go for that. We're not going to go for somebody that's, we can tell is just out to use us, you know what I'm saying? A chick that's really just out, you know, a chick that's just on some me type shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn, what happened about growing together, you know what I'm saying? One of the most, this ain't all black women that's like this, but there's a lot that, you know, that look worth a damn, that you would deem desirable, you know, on the surface level. You know, you got to really get to know somebody to find out they're a good mate, because a woman can look good but then be trash, you know, kind of like what I'm talking about now. But, you know, she ain't got to be like a straight up bad bitch or nothing like that, you know, because looks fade over time anyway. And dime pieces, you know what I'm saying, they're hard to maintain. So a lot of men don't want to deal with that hassle. But yeah, you know, I wrote a whole article about basically why men shouldn't be with women who are money hungry, you know what I'm saying? If a woman didn't help you build what you got, you know what I'm saying, you finish your career or you attain a certain level of success, and now all of a sudden, you know, these women are coming around and want you to take them to nice restaurants or buy them designer clothes and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? What they do to really deserve that? You know what I'm saying? They weren't with you while you were shooting in the gym, like Drake says. You know what I'm saying? If a woman hasn't held you down, you know, or isn't your soulmate, you know, that you were high school sweethearts with, a woman that you know would cut for you, then she's not entitled to anything. You know, all y'all who think just because, you know what I'm saying, you look a certain way, you're entitled to something, you know what I'm saying? You really ain't entitled to shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all gonna get mad at me saying that. But if that's the case, then we can just be like, women, oh, any man some ass. You know what I'm saying? Any man that has, you know, some type of money, any type of standing, if he goes out with a woman on the first date, whatever, she should just automatically give up the ass. So we want to go with this, you know, logic that just because a woman looks good, that a man should automatically be spending, you know, a whole bunch of money, and that she's entitled to, you know, 5-star, 4-star restaurants, designer shit, and just all this expensive ass stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out of here with that shit. You know, that's a bunch of bullshit. So me, myself, a lot of other fellas are gonna agree in the comment sections, you know what I'm saying? Just rather remain single than to deal with a chick that's basically just kind of with you for what you can do for her, you know what I'm saying, after you attain a certain level of success. Because also in one of the articles I wrote, those type of chicks, you know, a chick that looks worth a damn, I think Mos Def, the rapper slash actor, I think he got done like this. But he met some chick he was attracted to, and he got married to her within a relatively short amount of time. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, she divorced him. I think it might have been 4 months or something like that, and was trying to take half of what he has. I'm not sure about how that went. I'm pretty sure she got a good amount of his assets, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, a woman like that who was brainwashed by loving hip hop and all these stupid ass reality shows, thinking they need a man like Stevie J, men like Stevie J, type of money, a whole big ass studio or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's not realistic. You know, some sisters out there need to be more realistic. You know, that's why Kevin Samuels was giving a lot of women a reality check. You know, most people are average. You know, you can't always try to get a high value man. You know, some of them chicks that was calling the Kevin Samuels show, you know, rest in peace to him. I was like, you know, why are you even calling up here? You know what I'm saying? Inquiring about how you can get a high value man. You just kind of look at you and hear the way you talk and kind of tell, you know, what the answer is. I'm trying not to curse too much, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to get the video flagged. But yeah, you know, everybody kind of needs to be humble and realize that if you want a real relationship that's worth something, you know, you got to kind of work for it. Because a man who goes with a woman because she looks good and she has a lot of expensive demands for him. I met judges and shit, you know, they wanted chicks wanted them to pay their rent when they were just starting to date and all this crazy ass shit. And, you know, it was like, man, like whatever. And it was that particular guy, I'm not going to give his information out, whatever, but he was a brother. He was a cool brother. And, you know, he's mainly talking about black women that were doing this stuff, you know. I know not all black women that look worth a damn are doing it, but it's a large ass percentage nowadays, you know. And any smart man, you know what I'm saying, that thinks with his top brain isn't going to go for that shit, because a chick like that will take you for whatever you got, you know what I'm saying. Y'all get married or have a kid. God forbid you get married or have a kid with that bitch. Shit, she going to put your ass through the ringer. She going to take whatever she can take and then try to take more after that, from getting half of your assets in a divorce or trying to file and get as much child support as she can. Anytime she finds out you get an increase in pay, best believe she's coming for that increase, you know what I'm saying? So fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? Don't go for that shit, you know what I'm saying? Stay single. Be with a woman. It's better to be with a woman that's like a 7 or even a 6 that kind of likes you for you. Of course, no woman wants a man that's not really providing, that hasn't done anything with his life. You know, he's 30, still working entry-level positions, you know, at like McDonald's and shit like that. And, you know, of course, that's understandable. But every man should be working to better himself, you know, for himself and for his family, even if he doesn't have kids, like his siblings, cousins, whatever, you know, parents. He can take care of himself and them. So every man should be on his grind. So, you know, that's human nature, even animal nature. Women don't always look for providers, but should a man be a millionaire or have to make 200,000, whatever, even 100,000 plus a year now? You know what I'm saying? As long as he's working and trying to better himself, and he's making like a decent living now, but you can tell he's probably going to make more in the long run. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the type of man you should stick with. But a lot of y'all, as we know, the women, y'all got y'all heads where y'all want it already. Y'all already got your mind stuck on, I need a balling ass nigga, this and that, you know what I'm saying, who's making this amount of money and shit. And eventually, you know, you're just going to find your ass, like Kevin Samuels said, you're just going to end up dying alone. When you get older, you know what I'm saying, your sexual market value drops. So all of a sudden you're 40-something, still trying to get this balling ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, that nigga or whatever. Rolls Royce, making 500,000 a year, whatever the hell. A dude like that is going to be knocking down multiple chicks anyway. You know, some of y'all on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be his only chick. So, like, grow up. But, I mean, that's my 2 cents. That's one of our main gripes and kind of what made me look at not all black women, you know what I'm saying? I still always, even like on Tinder and shit, get some black women a chance, but I was more skeptical because after a while with these black chicks, you know what I'm saying, I could tell this mindset I'm talking about, where this gold digger mindset was so pervasive with asking what I did right away. I could literally predict after a while exactly how the conversation was going to go. You know what I'm saying? As with countless of chicks, I could just tell when it got to a certain point, she's going to ask this and that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a pervasive and prevalent ideology amongst a lot of black women, probably under the age of 40 nowadays, that needs to be rectified. There was one chick, she was kind of like average looking. She was like 40 or something back then, a couple years ago, and she was on that type of shit. Like, bitch, get your dumb ass out of here. Like, you ain't ever gonna get no high value man. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels would have told you that shit. That fucking boat to sail a long time ago for your stupid ass. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video short. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check out that Psycho chick and my other work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a blessed one. I'm ready for that smoke. I know some chicks probably gonna come at me, but everybody know I didn't say one lie in the video. So I'm ready for whatever smoke, you know what I'm saying? This is Deep Voice Off the raw and uncut, somewhat uncut. You know, I'm not gonna get too raw for the YouTube, but y'all have a blessed one.